I think I think I know most of you on this call, but I'll introduce myself again. I'm Alex Keene, Managing Principal at Keene Independent Research, and I am the chair this year for the Academy for Venue Safety and Security. My official one and only year as chair, so you all have seen me as Joe Levy's vice chair for the past few years. And Jessica is joining us as the vice chair coming in this year, and has been doing a really, really great job. So we think this is going to be a really strong year too. We've made a few more changes that have kind of continued to iterate and improve the program. So there's lots of exciting things to discuss today. With that, I think let's just go through. We do have a couple of new faculty on this call, but we'll just have all of the faculty and staff quickly introduce themselves. And faculty, we can just let us know what you're teaching. We'll do that and then get into our brief agenda here. So Jessica, I'll hand it to you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jessica Reed Bateman. Like Alex said, I am the vice chair. I'm the vice president of Marine Experience for the Milwaukee Bucks. I will echo that I'm excited for this year and the changes that we've made. This year, I will be teaching the venue communications course for year two, as well as the mass gatherings here and festival seating course, as well as a labor management elective. So I will then kick it to Joey, who I see on the screen, to introduce himself.
Hey there, everybody. This is Joey Sampson. Good to see y'all all again. I'm with McCatherine Shakui Evans in Dallas, Texas. General counsel and partner here, and I will be teaching the year two legal component, which this year will be 2 hours split into 1 hour chunks. And then also I will be leading one of your IDG groups, as well as teaching a deposition elective.
We try to keep Joey as busy as possible. He prefers that. Go to
Wayne,
Joe.
oh,
Hi everyone, welcome back. It's good to see so many familiar faces. I'm from Reliance Risk, a consulting firm in Australia, and so obviously met you all last year. Doing business continuity this year, so lucky you. I look forward to spending an hour with you. Thanks.
Joe.
Hello, everyone. Joe Levy, former AGM at Barclays Center in New York, now managing principal of Levy Strategic Advisory. This year, I'm going to be teaching two courses, one on leadership and one on de-escalation, as well as leading one of the independent discussion groups. Good to see you all. Excited to see you next week in Kansas City.
Harriet.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Harriet Thomas. I am Director of Talent Development and Communications at Georgia Well Congressman Authority here in Atlanta. I am joining the AVSS faculty for my third year, and I will be teaching the Ethics and Professional Conduct course.
Scott.
Good afternoon. Scott Dixon. I'm Associate GM at the Schottenstein Center at The Ohio State University. Happy to be back. I'm an '06 grad of AVSS and a former faculty member. I will be working with Joey on some of the IDG group activities, and I have an elective on just kind of a crowd management lessons learned and applying some of the techniques to some of our everyday problems.
Thanks, Scott. Betty, I thought I saw you on here.
I am here. Hello, everybody. I'm happy to be joining the faculty again. I will just be coming in to do one class, accessibility, and support all of the incredible other faculty members in year two.
I think, Betty, you are the very last person they'll see at the end of the week. So you're like you're the anchor. Like it's all going to be on you to leave a good experience.
Great. Y'all better be awake when you come into my course.
Well, that is excellent. Also, we have a couple of folks from IBM staff. I think we have Hillary, Angela, Shantae, Darlene joining us from the great team that supports us when we are on site and as we're getting ready for our AVSS week. All of you have been through year one. You have successfully made it through. Just wanted to have a quick call just to tell you some updates that we've done to the Academy as we're going into, this year. Uh, you should be receiving tomorrow the know before you go notification, making sure that you have your hotel reservation, your hotel confirmations, and all of that information. In there is also an emergency number for you to write down if you have any problems while you're traveling, while you're getting to AVSS in Kansas City. The good news is for some of us, it is going to be a heat wave. I think Saturday the high is supposed to be 60, Sunday 58, high 40s on Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday back up into the 50s and 60s. As someone who is coming from Milwaukee and it's been very cold, I can't wait for the heat wave. So make sure that we are dressing and prepared appropriately. You know that bring layers, it can be cold in the room, etc. As we roll into AVSS, just as a reminder, please make sure that you're bringing your electronic devices, whether that be your iPad, your computer, your telephone. We will have charging stations set up in the back of the rooms for everybody again. As you need them, but make sure you bring your external batteries because it can be a long day as you're taking notes, etc. Also, as a reminder, dress code is business casual. Please, though, bring something for graduation for your year two ceremony on Thursday evening that you feel is appropriate. Uh, as a reminder, this is an academy, not a conference, so we do take attendance and we do expect that everyone is going to be in all of the sessions. However, we do know that things come up. If you have an emergency, please talk to any members of the faculty, Alex, myself, also any of the members of the IAVM staff in the registration room. We are here to assist and can help in any way. We will have the surveys as we always have. They're changing a little bit this year. There's less surveys to be taken, but it will still be a competition for your IDG groups. But I would also like to point out with your surveys, if you're having a problem or any kind of struggle in the course, maybe the AV is off, or maybe you can't hear a speaker, anything of that nature, please bring that to one of the faculty that's in the back of the room or to the office's attention right away. We do not get that feedback in real time, so we can't make adjustments. So please let us know if there's something that is interrupting your experience. We want to be there to help, or if there is any kind of emergencies. Again, please go to any member of the faculty, Alex, myself, or the IAVM staff while they're on site. A couple of changes this year that we have for the students. One is your IDG groups. We are moving to a new process where we have tentatively checked and assigned your team names. You are able in your IDG groups to embellish those names, but all of the groups will have a basic name that they get to start with. So similar to Cavalry, Guardians, Spartans, Rangers, we will have the Defenders, the Collective, and the Keepers. And then we can't wait to see what you add on to your names.
We
Please
expect
be,
we expect weird, so don't let us down here.
I want somebody to be the Trapper Keepers. I'm not
No,
kidding.
no, 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 no. Now you've told them, and now they're going to do that. So
Okay, so something more creative than Trapper Keepers. But so that is a change for the IDGs this year. Also, we have a change in the exercise for the year two this year. And so your IDG groups sessions are going to focus on your group project. And so a lot of your IDGs are going to be focused around creating that final project that you guys are going to present on Thursday morning. Also, your IDGs, as always, is a time and area for you to be able to share information, things that you've learned, things that you're learning about, or things that you're having problems with at your current places. Alex, would you like to tell them the good news? I wasn't going to tell you, but Alex was going to share the secret.
so we have eliminated the multiple choice exam. So you're all supposed to get really excited and happy now. Yep, I see lots of happy smiles. And it's being replaced by, if you recall, your kind of action item forms, those things that you want to just take some of the really cool things you've learned in year two back to your venue. Hey, I need to go work on this. Hey, that was a really good session on crowd management. I want to bring that material back. Um, what we're going to be asking is at the end of the week in your final IDG, each student's going to be kind of reporting out on three things that they were excited about, they learned, or they plan on taking back to their venue after the academy concludes. And so it's almost kind of like a short answer assignment versus a multiple choice assignment, but it's really about you reflecting on what this experience has meant to you and sharing that with your colleagues. So that will be your final exam. Your IDG leader will be grading that on a pass-fail basis, and we'll be shocked if somebody fails. I think the failing is you didn't show up or you didn't care. But you all show up and you care. You're coming to year two. That means that you have taken this really seriously. And so our full expectation is that you'll take the time to reflect and share some of that valuable information with your colleagues. So we're excited about this. We think this is a little bit more positive than just making you study for a test that, it's not necessarily about retention of information. It's just about checking a box. So that's really cool. Going back to the exercise, so some of you that have had colleagues that have gone to AVSS in the past, this change over the years, we've really been trying to hone in on the value of the year two exercise. And in the past, I've tried lots of different things, but one of the things was like going off site and doing like little kind of mini scenarios at the different venues. We've like played with magnetometers, that type of thing. But we have found that the year one exercise that Wayne has championed the creation of this kind of more comprehensive exercise where you're working directly with your IDG group members, um, that has created a lot of value that we're seeing when you all come back together and report back out your findings. So what you remember from year one, those of you that have gone to AVSS year one in the last couple of years, it will be something similar to that, but different and putting you in a different role with quite a bit of independence for each group to kind of take it where they want to take it. So we're excited about it. We'll be interested in your feedback. But the good news is we're not going to miss out on still having opportunities to go off site. We have two optional tours that are scheduled that you can kind of opt into and decide you want to go on. We have those over the course of 2 evenings. So those are capped at, I believe, 50 participants, right? So it'll be one thing that's kind of a sign up part of this. But we're still want to give you opportunities to go offsite if you want to, but we're going to be focusing on um, an exercise internally instead of kind of throwing you all on a bus and driving you somewhere. So we think it's going to be overall the changes are really positive. And then I think the last one, Jessica, I would just add, I'm sure this was on your list, is so last year we implemented the track system where your two students could kind of pick a different track to go on. We've adjusted that slightly and we're calling them electives now. And so you'll have the choice of three different electives to be able to take out of a total of 9 classes. And you can kind of pick and choose, or maybe you can talk to somebody else at your venue and pick different ones to go to so you can cover more ground. But we tried to add a few more courses that might be particularly relevant for what's going on in your kind of day-to-day operational life. So we're excited about this as well. And those electives are also going to be open to year one. So you'll be in your elective classes with year one students as well. So you'll actually get to interact with some people that you haven't spent your whole day with. So overall, we're excited about these changes. We think we're continuing to move in a really positive direction with the school, and can't say how much I'm excited to see you all. Especially this is a good sized year two cohort, so it's going to be it'll be really great coming up this next week.
Thanks, Alex. To just piggyback on that, during our opening session, we'll tell you and give you the instructions on how to sign up for the tours and also how to sign up for your electives. To Alex's point, we do have 9 classes that are in the elective track system this year, ranging from leadership to building fire safety, finishing your emergency plans, to labor management, deposition preposition, like Joey mentioned. Scott's teaching the advanced crowd management. Joe Levy's got the de-escalation. David Bourne is doing one on command centers. So, between all of our faculty, we have a wide range of topics that probably fits probably one or more or all of the areas that you are working on in your venues. So really excited about that, and we'll share information about how to sign up for those courses in the opening session and also for the offsite tours. A couple of other just quick reminders. If you have your action item forms from last year, bring those back with you. Please, we're going to talk about your action items a lot. We want to hear what your successes were from last year. What are the things you're still working on so that that continues to help us shape your AVSS experience. These surveys, whereas there's going to be less surveys this year, are still equally important. As the person who read every single comment from last year, that was a lot of the feedback and the information that we took as we were developing new courses this year and as we're even looking into next year's new courses that we're looking to offer. So really find that valuable and really appreciate you all taking the time to share what your thoughts are about AVSS. We're not going to have all the students introduce themselves this year. We're going to do that when we're on site in our IDG groups. But at this point, we'll open it up for any questions that anybody might have about year two.
Well, we had a good question from our year one cohort. You all are veterans and pretty much know how this all works, but Hillary, I'm just going to put you on the spot. Okay, I just got there on Sunday. What does my day look like on Sunday up to when we start class? Talk us through registration, everything else, and hotel check-in.
Yeah, so everyone should have received their confirmation email from the hotel. You either received that directly from the Marriott or from me. When you get to the hotel, if you get there early and your room is not ready, they can definitely hold your bags for you. I have been told that they are sold out, so is a lot of rooms for housekeeping to flip that day. So I don't know how early you'll be able to get in ahead of regular check-in time. So they at least can hold your bags for you. And then AVSS registration opens at noon. You can go up there, get your badge, get your tank card, all those things for you. You don't have to be there right at noon. It's, just continuously open until that first session starts. If something happens that you are running late and you get to the hotel, checked in, 5 minutes before that first kickoff session starts, go ahead and go to the session. You can get your badge and all your registration materials either later that evening or even the next morning. It's more important for you to be able to be in class and get all the information than to pick up your badge if you're running late. If you did not receive your hotel confirmation, you can send me a message here in the chat or feel free to send me an email. It's just my name, hillary.harvey@iabm.org. I can resend that to you.
Great. Thanks, Hillary. They have an NCAA right before our events, which is why there's a lot of traffic in Kansas City right before we get there. So just for everyone's awareness that it's going to be a busy time, probably at the airport and getting into our hotel that day. Anyone else have any questions, concerns? Alex, I saw you unmute.
No, I was just asking if you got my NCAA tickets for me, but it's not looking good.
Is ASU playing?
They're the Big 12. I can't remember how they did. Yes, we're using Slack this year, Craig, again, so that'll continue to be a tool. So we mentioned this on the last call with our year one students. As a reminder, your IVM staff are really, really helpful and they're there to support you. So don't be afraid to go into the staff office where you'll be doing your registration and ask them questions about technology. If you feel like something is not working, they're going to help you make it work. They're here to support all of us. So nobody should be feeling like they just never got access to Slack or never got access to the app, somebody can help you and ensure that you're supported with all of the communication tools that we have. And then Madison is asking about where the tours are going to be. So Jessica
Yep.
Kaufman Center is one of them, and that's
Yep.
on Monday or Tuesday. I just don't have the schedule for me.
So the options are Kaufman Performing Arts Center on Tuesday evening or T-Mobile Arena on Wednesday evening. Again, we're going to give the how to sign up instructions during opening session, but those are the two venues that we have formal tours set up with. So more information to come. Hi, Sammy, you have your hands up.
Hello. I believe last year we had access to either, I think it was a Dropbox with some documentation that we can kind of start to review in preparation. Do we have access to any resources like that this year?
Great question. Yes, we will have access to IBM's learning management system, which is where we'll put the presentation files. Something to note about the presentation files is because a lot of the faculty are using information from their companies or videos or what have you, when the faculty are uploading, we are not uploading anything that is proprietary. So you're going to have the core and all the learning objectives of the slide. You may just not have the video that was in that course. So just something to be aware of. We are sharing what we absolutely can share with the students. But yes, the learning management system will be available for students.
Dusty asked a question about the electives. So it's an elective, you have to choose. You'll be able to go to 3 of 9. And so you'll get that list and can decide which ones are most relevant for your interests and needs. And we would encourage folks that have, multiple people from the same venue coming, maybe go to different classes. You can bring different information back. The goal of the electives is to be able to deliver more specific content relevant to your role. So, for example, we have a security leadership course for somebody to senior level leadership. That may be the better course for them versus we have other courses that are kind of competing against that. There's one about finishing your emergency plan for people that are really in the documentation process for their emergency plan. That one makes a lot of sense. We have a fire and life safety course, if that's part of your role or you think it's to become part of your role, to worry about, the sprinklers in your building and occupancy of different rooms, that might be a good course for you. So we'll get more details about this to you all so you can make good decisions. But ultimately, unfortunately, this is how we're trying to give as much content as possible as you do have to pick. And maybe in some future year, there's a way to come back and get more access to different courses. That's something that we're still working on.
I believe it was an isolated incident that they cleared the threat, but do you guys have any knowledge of any long-term systemic disruptions that may affect the airport when we're traveling in this weekend?
Well, DHS still hasn't been funded, so I know there's some problems with TSA in some areas. It hasn't been a problem for me, and I've been traveling, but
Yeah. Okay.
give it a few more days. We'll see.
Yeah. MCI was evacuated yesterday for a couple hours, so
Yeah.
wasn't sure if that was going to be prolonged.
When I
And-
looked at it this morning, it seemed like they were back in operation, so I don't know that there's any long-term effects of it. At least nothing that they have made folks aware of.
Good point. Good question, though. If you're having an issue with your travel, IVM staff want to know. So I'm sure Hillary, you'll put your email in the chat here, or some of Angela, I know a couple of people from IVM are on the call, but like let us know, right? Because if for some reason you're missing in the first IDG, we want to ensure that you're okay, and if we need to kind of go back and deliver any content later because you got in late, we can certainly do that. But hey, fingers crossed we all get good travel. Like it's been a tough year for that, and so let's hope that AVSS is not affected by any of the weather or other social disruption or lack of funding or whatever's going on. I'm really excited to be in Kansas City. It's a great town. It should be a really fun town to be in for kind of after hours stuff. There's just lots to see there. So I really encourage you all to get out and when we adjourn, go out with your IDG folks and go do something interesting. There's a lot of cultural institutions there, lots of sports, lots of entertainment, great restaurants. The CEO of IVM, Trevor, he lived there a long time and he knows all the hot spots for food. So you can ask him for recommendations as well.
Something I think is of interest in Kansas City is if anyone is a venue geek, if anyone loves the history of venues, look up the history of Kemper Arena in Kansas City and look at how they have transformed it. Kemper Arena is still in operation today. They turned it into a recreational facility. And that is an amazing reuse of one of our facilities in a time where most of the time when arena has outlived its use, it gets torn down. So if you're like me and you like the history of arena and those things, it might be something to check out while you're in Kansas City.
Great. It looks like Shantae and Hillary both put their contact information there, so feel free to screenshot that or throw them in your phone. They're there to support.
Everyone's also welcome at Starlight Theater. We're
Oh, great.
75-year-old amphitheater, so
We're gonna have some semi-nice weather or nice weather from where I'm coming from. So, though it's beautiful today. Tim, who I saw is on the call, can also attest that it's that time of year in Milwaukee where all of the road cones and all of the motorcycles bloom. So,
Agreed.
Any other questions? Well, you all are veterans, so you know what you're getting into. Let's bring our A game. Let's bring lots of paper to take notes on, and just it's gonna be a really fun week. I think this is gonna be a good one this year. Really strong faculty. It's a large year two cohort this year, which is really fun, and we're all really excited to hopefully bring great content for you all to enjoy. So, Jessica, I'll leave it to you. Any final thoughts here?
nope, just come ready to share and come ready to learn and let's have a great AVSS this year.